Welcome back to the Lucky Labo YouTube channel. Today we are digging into the SR20. Mark is here. He brought his S13. So we're gonna get to work. First thing we gotta do is move the S14 out of the way, give ourselves some workspace. So Mark, do you want to introduce yourself to the channel?
Yes, I am Mark. I own this coupe, S13. It's got a CA18 DE.
Cool. Just for clarity, because I don't think we mentioned it, Mark will be taking on the responsibility of Lucky Labo mechanic. Mark is going to be crucial in the S13 build. He's a professional mechanic. He knows what he's doing. He has a lot of the right tools. So bringing him on board is just going to make this process much quicker. He will be appearing in all the videos about the S13. We are glad to have Mark on board. Of course, I could wrench on it myself, and I do, but I think having an official mechanic is just much better for the process. The main goals for today, the engine had a massive oil leak. We're gonna track that down, clean everything up, and then do a basic teardown of the exhaust manifold, intake manifold. So right now we're just getting started cleaning up the block. Is to show just how grimy it is with the current oil leak situation. We do think that this is the culprit. So this is the timing chain tensioner. It does have a silicone gasket where it's supposed to have a dual layer metal gasket. We will be dealing with that later, but for now we're just going to continue with the teardown. Mark just brought up a pretty good point here. Had an exhaust leak on the fourth cylinder back here.
It was a pretty massive leak, especially for how long it ran, which it didn't really run that long. This bolt was loose, pretty loose. It was like hand tight.
So exhaust manifolds off, intake manifolds off, no broken bolts, no drama. It's what we like to see. So now let's get into some cleaning and then prep it for paint. Just for we're going to mock up the turbo and new manifold, but I just want to see how it's going to fit and how it's going to look. So here we have our brand new HKS GT3 RS turbo. So this is a 60 AR housing, specifically made for the SR20. This thing is beautiful.
The next day.
So I spent quite a while cleaning up the engine. I didn't film it because it was just so much in-depth work that I didn't have time to set up the camera. But let me show you how it came out so far. Much, much cleaner than it was before. Much cleaner. All right, so the intake side is all taped up. I'm going to start to paint. I've done about 2 passes, 2 coats over everything. I think it looks really good, and we're gonna call it a day here and then take off the masking. So don't worry about the lower oil pan and the upper oil pan. We are going to replace those gaskets. Also, you're looking at the valve cover gaskets. I oversprayed that. That's gonna be changed as well. Changing that out for this polished valve cover from Surreal Customs. All right, and we're done with the engine painting. Came out quite good. I also organized the garage somewhat. These are all the parts for the S13. Clutch, cams, oil pan, gaskets, turbo, manifold, intake box, radiator, garbage. So we're gonna end the video here. Not so eventful this episode, but I wanna keep consistency and keep uploading weekly. Any progress is good progress on the SR. Next week, hopefully we will be doing cams, setting up the hot side, installing the intake manifold. I have a lot planned. I'm optimistic that we can get a lot done next week. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure to leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and subscribe. Catch you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.